Hi everyone, I'm Jared Feldman. I'm the founder and CEO of Canvas AI. I'm here today with Maddie Fitzpatrick, Consumer Insights Manager on the Chobani team. We're here today to talk about how the Chobani team uses Canvas to generate core insights in their work. Maddie, we're so happy to be here today. Thanks for having us.
Thank you, Jared. I'm definitely excited to share a little bit about Chobani and our partnership with Canvas.
And just to sort of point this out, we're shooting here in your New York office, the home of Chobani, so just doubly grateful that you're hosting us, so thank you. So to start, we're going to tee this up and talk about open ends. So insights professionals have a love-hate relationship with open ends, to say the least. On one hand, they can complete the picture, you uncover surprising or unanticipated findings, reveal emotion, and generally add color to our reports. But on the other hand, the full value of open ends from an insights perspective often can't be realized due to the challenge of consistently and efficiently analyzing text at scale. This is really the dichotomy of the mission at Canvas, where we want to empower researchers, insights, and customer experience professionals, help them transform open-ended text into core insights. And we do this in three ways. So first, we automate text analysis. We have a lot of the heavy lifting taken care of for you, where we're categorizing conversation, we're clustering it based on the main things that are happening, and we do so automatically. The second thing we do is we measure emotion. We have this patented emotion framework that goes well beyond positive and negative. And thirdly, last but not least, is the tooling, the dashboard itself and the visualizations. We've built this instrumentation to make the analysis and make working with open ends delightful, and to make it easy to create ready-made insights and reports and visualizations for your work. So listen, the real beauty of Canvas and what makes us proud is truly how we can empower researchers like yourself and the work that you guys do every day. I think by way of background, Maddie, one of the things that surprised me and I think would help the people watching is, Chobani has gone through this extraordinary expansion these last couple of years. I'm wondering if you could maybe just sort of reintroduce us to the Chobani brand.
Yes, definitely. So Chobani has grown beyond the yogurt company you might have originally known us as. We now have presence in 5 categories outside of yogurt, those being oat milk, both refrigerated and center store, coffee creamer, half and half, ready to drink coffee, and probiotic beverages. Building on the strength of our brand to expand outside of yogurt has taken a lot of hard work for the organization, but has also created a lot of opportunity to action on insights and consumer research. From disrupting and reinvigorating one of the largest dairy categories to expanding into a modern food company, we have built beyond yogurt from 2020 on. Outside of developing our product portfolio, we have also built out our retailer footprint and networks. In addition to traditional retailers and convenience markets, you can also find Chobani products at restaurants and bars, within travel and leisure, through our partners within both transportation, recreation and lodging, and caterers, as well as non-commercial partnerships across business, education, healthcare, military, and correction networks. Our corporate mission here at Chobani has always been better food for more people, and these commercial touchpoints are how we can help support and build that mission.
Wow, it's really impressive growth on top of what is a very dynamic consumer landscape. I think this is probably what keeps you and the Insights team so busy, to say the least.
Yes, it has definitely kept us very busy. First, I wanted to start with a little bit of background on the Chobani Consumer Insights team, whose central identity serves as the internal champion for our Chobani consumers. Our team's main goal is to leverage objective identification and drive meaningful consumer understanding and support data-informed decision-making. We dub our team internally as Small But Mighty. We currently have 7 members that span across 3 major focus groups and pillars of team responsibility. Those being platform and innovation, which focuses on product development and innovation within our existing and new platforms. Our shopper and pricing pillar, which focuses specifically on custom shopper studies for our retailer partners, foundational category research and thought leadership, as well as category forecasting and consumption and pricing analysis. This shopper pillar allows us to support our customer partners as strategic advisors, offering them an unbiased perspective on their business, which is extremely important within fostering the overall business relationship. Our third pillar, last but not least, is marketing and media measurement, which focuses on social listening, brand tracking, commercial mix modeling, and shopper and marketing campaign analysis. In an effort to ensure that our stakeholder questions are answered in the most efficient ways possible, partnerships with platforms like Canvas allow us to make sure that we are always delivering the most thoughtful insights, both internally and externally.
It truly is a mighty team, Maddie. It's really incredible to hear about the scope of what you and the group are working on, and very grateful that Canvas can play a small part of the team's success. Would love to dig into the actual research now. Can you tell us about some of the projects?
So to speak to our partnership with Canvas more directly, we wanted to focus within our shopper and pricing research pillar, specifically to how we leverage Canvas within our retail partnerships. As I touched upon before, we have a strong strategic relationship with our retailer partners, and that is vital to the success of our business. We value our retailer and customer partners, and we hope to offer them value back through insights and recommendations. Within this pillar of our team's work, I wanted to walk through a few projects where Canvas was instrumental to our success.
Amazing. Let's dig in.
Chobani partnered with a major national retailer to answer questions on their shopper, looking for insights specifically on their shopping behavior, shopping motivations, competitive behavior, and feedback for any innovation that they would like to see implemented at this particular retailer. The scope of this project was very broad, and as a result, we had a lot of analysis and pieces of data that we had to dig into. This is where Canvas really came in to help. As many of you market researchers know, there is a dichotomy between the type of insights that we can get through both a quantitative and qualitative perspective. We know that the hard facts of a percentage are a benefit, but that a more qualitative open-ended response paints color that we wouldn't be able to exclusively get from a quantitative perspective. Canvas helped us put this dichotomy on display. When we asked respondents for this particular research on their perspective on the ease of shopping within this yogurt set, the results were resoundingly positive, with 94% stating that it was easy or very easy to shop the yogurt set. Due to time and analysis constraints, many of us would have seen that quantitative stat and think the direction was positive and there was no need for additional digging.
Right.
Knowing that we have the benefit of the Canvas relationship, we decided to ask an additional open-ended question asking how the retailer could improve their yogurt aisle. In traditional analysis, sorting through 2,000 detailed responses to this question would have definitely been a drain on my particular resources and the entire team's, and it would have been deemed less impactful in the analysis perspective since we had already seen that 94% had cited ease within shopping the yogurt set. However, when we analyzed the open end with Canvas, we realized that the qualitative perspective that Canvas unlocked for us painted an extremely insightful picture that would have been previously missed. The Canvas analysis unlocked that there was 5 actionable buckets that the shopper had identified as growth opportunities for this retailer. They were looking for better variety, better signage and organization, more promotions, and focus on lowering out of stocks and expired items at shelf. With the help of Canvas, we cut down the analysis time tenfold, which helped us unlock additional detail of action items that helped our retailer partner understand growth opportunities that were top of mind for their particular shoppers.
What I really love about this project is the way it shows how open ends can be used to fill in gaps, where just the quantitative data doesn't necessarily tell the full story. And that's exactly the kind of core insight that organizations are in danger of missing if they're not using open ends effectively.
That is exactly right. So in this particular case, we were able to utilize open ends and discover details that we would have not been able to capture in absence of a lengthier and more fatiguing survey. One of Chobani's main growth areas has been through our retailer partnership. So beyond the traditional retailer relationship, we have also leveraged Canvas to help answer questions surrounding menu innovation with one of our fast casual restaurant partners. Our partner came to us asking for a perspective on what customers were looking for in their dream smoothie product. This ask lended itself to an open-ended question since we wanted respondents to obviously be creative and not be forced down a particular closed-ended question path. With that flexibility, obviously came a large amount of data that needed to be analyzed. With the help of Canvas, we were able to dramatically cut down the analysis time and offer a quantitative perspective on the frequency with which each ingredient was mentioned, while also still getting a perspective on the richness of the entirety of the open-ended response. Canvas allowed us to identify 2 top thematic buckets for the smoothies, those being fruit forward and the additional of functional benefits, while also getting a more detailed understanding within those 2 particular major buckets. The Canvas Highlighting Insights tool, which I cannot speak highly enough of, allows us to layer over additional demographic or response information from the respondent to paint a more detailed perspective on the open-ended response, something that we could have not had access to without the tool.
So you're talking about the highlighting tool, and the capability is important to your workflow, and I just want to double click on that for a moment. It's worth mentioning, if folks aren't aware, that this is a part of the Canvas dashboard that functionally takes all of your unstructured text, not only summarizes it, but then runs statistically significant correlations to figure out and kind of present to you in the beginning, here's what you need to know, or here's some things that are interesting and insightful for you to look at. And so I guess in this example, could you maybe pay off, like, what's an example insight that you learned from that?
Yes, definitely. So within this particular analysis, the Highlighting Insights tool let us know that households with children were 4 times more likely, unsurprisingly, to mention chocolate within their preferred smoothie compared to other groups. Canvas helped us unlock this learning that would have been previously inaccessible, which allowed us to have a deeper understanding on the profile demographically of these preferred smoothie buckets, which we were then able to bring back to our partner. Lastly, Canvas also helped us unlock the emotional responses and reactions to these smoothie offerings, which gave us deeper insight into the reaction to each smoothie ingredient, specifically people's extreme dislike for certain fruits and some dairy and non-dairy offerings.
Just to call this out, because this is so cool. So there's something really powerful about the fact that you're taking text analysis and you're able to identify, all right, what flavors or flavor combinations are people talking about? How do people feel about every flavor combination? And further, you're figuring out statistically what's significant about all of that information, and you're doing it across the different demographic markers or whatever you have in those close ends. It happens all within Canvas automatically.
Definitely. So once the open-ended was obviously quantified within Canvas, it really gave us so much runway and options to really dig into that analysis and get extreme granularity on the overall benefits that we got out of these open-ends, which we were then obviously able to bring directly to our partner. And thankfully, there's a dream smoothie out there with Canvas's name on it. A question that I assume is top of mind for everyone listening is the effect of the current inflationary market and what it will have on not only their behavior, but overarching shopping behavior. In order to offer thought leadership and a category perspective on the inflationary market, we wanted to get an understanding on what would cause shoppers to switch between different yogurt pack types, those being from a single-serve cup to a multi-serve tub or to a multi-pack item. Our team finds huge benefit in leveraging Canvas on open-ended questions that have the end goal of being quantified. We could have asked this question from a closed-ended perspective, but we didn't want to lead the respondent's answer based on the closed-ended options that we gave them. Canvas allowed us to stay within our research methodology principles, like not leading a respondent, while still having an efficient analysis time. Being able to quickly quantify this open-ended question let us know that for the pack type switching within the yogurt market, it was mainly focused on the available flavors of the product, and price was followed as a close second. This perspective let us know that flavor is still leading the consumer decision process within pack type, and that they are more likely to stay within their preferred flavor, not format. This insight was helpful both internally and for our retailer partners to help understand the overarching impact in this inflationary market.
It's very cool. Just to play this back for a minute. So I love the way you talk about how, you know, the open ends allowed you to be unbiased in the research methodology. And it seems like you found something that was pretty surprising, like you wouldn't have expected beforehand. Is that the case?
Yes, definitely. So we were surprised, obviously, that price was not the main driver, especially with the economic pressure that we've been seeing as of recent. But this is another great example on how leveraging insights and using an unbiased methodology can help keep us researchers honest and not put our implicit biases into the research development process.
These are all such cool examples of using open ends to generate core insights. And I just want to thank you so much for sharing and being open and giving these examples to the audience. Taking a step back, if I were to ask, in summary, what are the main benefits you're seeing from using a tool like Canvas and having open-ended insights be at the core of what you do? How would you describe that?
Yeah, absolutely. So we are extremely thankful for our partnership with Canvas, and I can generalize the benefits of our relationship into three main buckets. A huge win for the Chobani team within our Canvas partnership is time savings. On any given project, we are saving between 2 to 10 plus hours of analysis time. We are able to stay within a sound methodology without compromising on either time or efficiency. And Canvas allows us to quantify open ends with incredible speed, while also accessing the richness of both the quantitative and qualitative perspective within these open-ended responses. Canvas allows us to unlock insights that would have been previously inaccessible for our team. The highlighting insights feature allows us to layer over demographic, psychographic, and other closed-end answer options to garner deep and actionable insights on top of the learnings that we have already generated outside of the immediate benefit of the coding process that Canvas offers, giving us an additional edge to all of our open-ended responses. Lastly, Canvas allowed us to have 100%, yes 100% more emotional quantification within our open-ended analysis. Without Canvas AI, emotional quantification would not have been possible for our team. It's a facet of open-ended responses which brings an extremely important dimension to our consumer understanding. Although yogurt might not be the most emotionally driven category, understanding an emotional perspective to our products and their interactions within our consumer is a vital piece of consumer-centric champion of the consumer mindset that we currently hold. Canvas has allowed our team to be both smarter and faster when it comes to our open-ended analysis, which has unlocked a lot of key insights for both us internally and for our external partners.
I'm blown away by your use of Canvas, Maddie, and just the generosity of your comments. Thank you.
Thank you, Jared. We extremely are appreciative of the partnership, and this has definitely been a lot of fun.
To wrap things up, I'd like to again thank Maddie and the entire Chobani team for the trust they've put in Canvas and for sharing some of their amazing work with us today. Really impressive. I'd also like to thank our TMRE audience for watching this presentation. We're thrilled to be supporting TMRE at home and can't wait to see everyone in person at the conference in November. Let us know if you'd like a customized tour of Canvas. For TMRE attendees specifically, we have a special offer of a free project on Canvas, up to 2,500 open ends to help get you started. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Maddie.